Alpha Grand National Sport Truck Heat Race #1. Let's set the starting grid for you. On the front row, it is Chevy Thunder. Jimmy Johnson is pole position. Rick Johnson right alongside. Rod Millen and Rob McCaffrey in row #2. Ivan Stewart and Jerry Welchel in row #3. The green flag flies. Right through turns 1 and 2. Side-by-side action. Oh, and boy. Ivan Stewart, Rod Millen. Millen survives a hard hit from Jerry Welchel as he is now in second place. Rob McCaffrey falls all the way back to dead last as he got hung up on the hydro barrier. And now it is Jimmy Johnson first, Rod Millen second, Rick Johnson third. On the outside of Sam Boyd Stadium, here we go over the Chevy Thunder Super Jump the first time. Look at this.
And Jimmy Johnson took the A lane and he came out on top. And that was the lane that he favored all day long in practice and in qualifying today, Marty.
So one lap is down. Everybody survived the Chevy Thunder Super Jump. It is spectacular. Absolutely, telling you the truth, it goes right over top of the locker room here at Sam Boyd Stadium. Rod Millen trying to tighten things up, the battle, and now we're going to see who comes out of A and the B side.
Well, again, Jimmy took the A lane, and here comes Rod down the B lane. We're going to find out right now which one's the quickest.
Now remember, Rod's got a little left-hander and a right-hander, and oh, not just quite fast enough as he tucks in, but he's closer. He's right on his back bumper.
It looked like he might have gained about a good truck length on that maneuver there.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Jimmy Johnson is hooked up. This is the best I've seen him drive all year long, and he's been doing some, oh, a little contact there, but he's really been hitting the apexes, getting a good hookup with the tires, and really getting the power down to the track.
Well, Jimmy is matured as a driver, I'll tell you. He steps out of that car cool, calm, and collect. I'm really impressed with watching him today.
Now we've got the A-B lane again on the outside of the stadium. It's not as well lit. The drivers have to battle those shadows as well. Who's going to make it? Here they come back together. Oh, this time Jimmy.
I'd say he gained a length or so.
Absolutely. Jimmy Johnson has pulled out about a length and a half over Rod Millen. Third place is Rick Johnson. Fourth place is Ivan Stewart. And the two Fords are well back. Oh,
penalty box for
the Triton penalty box for Rod Millen, and this is costly.
And it had to be right here on this 180 turn on the infield right here is what caused it.
So now that changes the complexion of this race and possibly the points championship. Remember, it's Rod Millen in first in the points, Ivan Stewart second. And right now, Ivan Stewart is in front as we are on board with Jimmy Johnson. There goes Jimmy, what will be the finish line through turn 1 and 2.
Well, I'll tell you, both Chevy Thunder trucks are right where they'd like to be right now. All they have to do is just keep it smooth, keep it running, and they're going to come up with a lot of points.
So there you are with the Jimmy Johnson. You got a great sound of that motor. Felt like we were right on board, literally.
I thought I was going to have to start driving for a minute, Marty.
Look at that shot as he comes over the Chevy Thunder Super Jump. It's Jimmy Johnson in control of this race. The sparks flying off the rear, those are the brakes actually firing up there.
Very coarse brake pads, and that's what happens when you run the real coarse ones. They do spark.
Nothing to worry about, though. He's under control. Rick Johnson, oh, a little sideways there. Ivan Stewart's in third place. Rod Millen is in fourth.
Well, you know, Marty, you touched on it for a moment. Here these trucks are out here in this bright, what you might well call it, sunlight. It's so bright on the track. Now they drive into the backfield back there. It's really a lot darker. Their eyes have to adjust. They have to make some necessary changes.
Well, you did this at the Los Angeles Coliseum when you'd go outside the peristyles. Tell us what it's really like.
Well, I'll tell you, as a driver's point of view, now all of a sudden the lights go out. It's like driving through Baja. You're in a big main city, and boom, you're out in the outskirts. Your eyes have to take an adjustment. By that time, you're already back into the thing. It's very tough for these guys.
Well, right now, Jimmy Johnson doesn't seem to be having any problem as he is out in front. Now, he has won a heat race before this year. He has yet to win a main event this season. for Chevy Thunder. Rick Johnson won the first 2 rounds. He finds himself in second place to his Chevy teammate as they head up into that back section of the race course. Here we come, one more time. Boy, that is pretty.
Beautiful. And you could notice the shadows that we were talking about earlier, Martin.
White flag is out. One more lap to go. There you get a great shot of Rick Johnson. He's trying to catch up. He's not going to do it. The only way Rick Johnson's going to have a chance is if his teammate literally takes a header.
And let's not talk about that.
I'll tell you, the way Jimmy has driven through practice and qualifying, it would surprise me if he'd make any mistakes tonight. He seems to just be in that zone.
He definitely was on a monorail when it come time to qualify today. He had everything perfect.
He stuck a number out there that literally stood everybody on their ear. Here he comes, the last time. Jimmy Johnson, the checkered flag. The 19-year-old sensation wins heat race number 1 here tonight at Sam Boyd Stadium. Second place to Rick Johnson. Third place goes to Ivan Stewart. Fourth place to Rod Millen. More off-road racing.